so amanoni semwa te say ekoso e wo bi ma so e na ye de e ba be so mo sanso sele so e fama me e say on the pitch and after so off the pitch ensem enti time chuku na after so no kan ye ho na ye fa emu nsem ne emu kire nyira e fa ma me so mo what you mean is so mo ye be hwe ye ni didi mu nsem when you say my Ghana any die eso e kan ye nyama ye be boy art any tourism emu ye hu se ne emu nsem so ete what you mean is the energy and dress so e ka ho bi e be ye energy nko a Ashafo Madi na Elvis Asare dance ni koso ahwe I morning show. Ebusiafo Ebusia ma mensa so ba wa kwa ba bi na we dey tell me the can ba from am ko me say machines issues so when the technical problems are in we need to solve it. Send your mind Ghana ebeye na bibia ko ye ntina no pa bia no me Elvis Asare dance so me ne me bra penny na kwasi ne ma pamfo ye tena se kekan ye hobom ne de I morning show e ba be so mo medical waka say ende enkoma ye ba bedi no ye ba bedi afa o my Ghana ho na ya hwe ye first gentleman of the state His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na membu ne bosha wodo hyehyehye ye say 100 days bosha by 40 days bosha by ne watwa 1 month ene na wo hwe kakra bia kakaka ho e wo office no ho sensem no ye bedi ni na nti ye wo the NDC Communicator e wo eye Greater Accra region e wo ha Mr. Samuel Okine e wo ye nchen ye ne na ye bedi enkomo badansa na menko na nakwasi enchen na mema na akwa babiom papa me no wan na ti abai se me ma akwa because hit on hit baba
ene no mo na Tuesday said they wa bob black lunch ma bob black I say ebi brava today mejo so na ya ma ira o kan so akwa
okay
ya tena se de o man na de bi
ye baba dwendwen ho
o man ye di nyina na ye o man ni mu komo de be boa ma ye man no etimi akwa ni me no ntina de ya tena se no enti kofi de so na yanko
mate Mr. Okine mo akwa aba
na
bia boko
bia kama
NDC fo ho ye
bia ho ye
na mo nua mo MP fo ye
omo we fine so far as omo no mo a they are still churning out their lies and propaganda. It shows that they are happy, they are good, and they are happy with the way Mama is administering. They are very happy. They don't have grounds to, criticize. They don't even have grounds to say anything against the newly administration that has been formed by Mama. So they are trying to create their own stories and then target to Mama to look as if the NDC is not performing. But I can tell you, Mama is performing.
Mr. Wasambasa will in someone.
My party now you know America. You see, when you are speaking about what NDC has done, it looks you are over talking because NDC has overworked within a period of 1 month. What Mama has done is overwhelming. I am so happy. You see, everybody is happy. Look, we are no more under the era where president will be that kokoti, that maswaistic, they will be traveling with chairs in Land Cruisers and all that. We have passed that stage. So I'm a happy person. You see, when you ask me one question, I can talk more than the whole day because I'm happy Mama is the president. And not just being the president, but he's doing the right thing. That is why I'm happy.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Can go on with your
question. And then studio had the all right, so Miriam.
So akwaba se mo le
all right, so Mahama first 1 month and some 2 weeks in office. How far?
Fantastic. Okay. In fact, Mahama is trying to set a very high standard. Because
let's analyze.
He's trying to set a very high standard. In fact, he has started. You understand? He has started doing it. He has not finished, so we can still use the word he's trying because there are other standards that I expect that he will still have to do something about it. But in the first place, if you look at the appointment, for the first time in the political history of Ghana, we now have a youthful ministerial group. If you look at the ministers Mama has appointed, it is clear that he wants the youth to take active part in our political journey as a country. And the size of his ministers, look, there was a time that we were having about 124 ministers and people were complaining that this thing is draining the public purse. He said they will not listen. In fact, they came out to tell us that I didn't promise you a small size government. They said that. But if you look at Mahama,
because of my viewers, they know here we normally go with our local language.
Okay.
So then we sign it to them.
No problem, Eka. And Mahama the size of ministers are appointed 60. It is half of what Nana Addo Dankwa.
60 ministers.
60 ministers. He has not even finished. He has now appointed.
Ministers.
Mahama promised 60 ministers.
Now.
Oh yes.
60 ministers.
He has not appointed 60. Or appointed 42. 42, 70% of the 60 that he promised. You can do the calculation on your paper and you see he has appointed 42. They have successfully gone through vetting and everything. But the ceiling is 60 ministers, and I think it is a standard. You see, when you want to grow tall, so when you want to grow tall, you don't compare yourself to a dwarf, else you become a lily pushing. So Mama is not comparing himself to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, but they are now trying to compare because he is doing what Akufo-Addo couldn't do in 8 years. Look, what Mama is doing now.
And like 3 things. Now, my first question for you, my first question, Mahama, 1 month, 2 weeks in office,
yes.
And I will target on segment by segment.
Yes.
Or first segment,
appointment.
Appointment. In the ministerial appointment, can you tell me something unique?
Yes.
Mahama,
yes. 1, regional balance.
Okay.
Region have been represented well on the ministerial appointment.
In terms of, because
we
knew say na Akufo-Addo regional ministers.
Yes.
We saw the
regional balance. Your constitution is say you two abama now be the president now EU ministers.
Okay.
As I say region bia no utimi nipa bi eden e wo ho. E ba wa ben. Send e be ya obi mfili say they been sidelined. So if you look at the ministerial appointment of Mahama, at least 2 from every region, some 3, some 4. Depending on the size of the region, I'll say that Mahama has achieved a regional balance when it comes to his ministerial appointment. And then Mahama has also appointed a very youthful ministers. Look at Pablo, look at Dumelo, look at the guys, the young guys, things that we have not seen before. You see, I will still talk about MPP because I'm an NDC guy. If you look at the appointment Nana Addo Dankwa did, people like Nanaya Wasafo, they were holding ministerial appointments at the age of 70 and 80.
Calm down.
Yes.
Give me 5 oldest.
Wasafo was there. This guy, Papa Yana Pampa Mapai, KT Hamo. I mean, a lot. Kandapa, Boache Jakun. All those people were old people.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if you compare,
are you trying to say in Mahama's government we need omeni Mahama the ministerial appointment? Now, secondly, so Nana Akufo at the time were appointed youth as ministers because it moved to Kojo Ponkoma, Fatima Bubakar and other young personalities are no more.
I am talking about a youthful group. I am not talking about a group that has youth representation. Just get that. As you say,
say that again.
Me see, I am talking about a youthful group, but I'm not talking about a group that has youth representation. Says I say me choose nipa 20, na me choose 18, na me choose youth me no peka omo ho a. Sa group no enye youthful, but mama youth no aye represented. But out of 20, na me choose 10 po. And I say 15 people will say young people. I can describe that my group to be a youthful group. You should understand it by now. So what did I mention? So if you look at the number of young people Mahama has appointed into his government, and you compare it to that of Akufo-Addo, even if Akufo-Addo was having young people in his government, if you compare it to that of Mahama, you cannot describe Akufo-Addo's administration as a youthful administration.
I want us to talk about your governor.
As in our governance?
No, the governor to Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana.
Yes. Because there's a saying that you see, if I have any criminal issues, the constitution will never allow me to get
we'll
any.
Come to that.
No.
I still want to talk about the appointment.
Okay. Keep that one for me.
We will talk about this. He's my boss. We will talk about it. You see, so if you look at the youthful group that Mahama has selected to work with as ministers, it gives the young people of Ghana hope and courage. You see, it will be happy when you see your colleague, like your age mate, a minister. It gingers you to do more.
It's something beautiful.
Then you feel like, no, I can get there. Do you understand? So apart from that aspect, you see that Mahama is
breaking the local language for my viewers. I'm not saying some viewers and table of, but they know us doing street content.
Into ministers Mahama appointed or any young people ne omuno a share young people no in crime say yes you better you better be Ghana. All right. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana 1947 no what 39 years pen. No right here be president of the Republic.
Kwame Nkrumah wan ba by on one yet one nka kwa fa buy.
You see that topic should be set aside for
okay, let's go to any page be no. And was said minty was like this is what happened there.
Yeah. You see obi an hu hia ne to nkra kofrem.
Okay.
If you are incompetent, nobody will. Yeah. As in what?
As in your appointment.
We have the men, we have the boys. Your friend and I Mama promised an inclusive system of governance.
Yes.
So that woman being part of Mahama's team, to me, I see it to be in the good direction. And when you have people like Professor Jampo in your administration, you should know that you have a very solid administration.
But these people you are mentioning, they are in Kofosu say, Mamikanisa, Kofosu say, only NDC for what I say. We will be Professor Jampo, Kwasare, HPC Prempemo, Nanaya Janto Yalkanasem, this lawyer. Modern Ura, friends,
Martin
Sebu, and all these people here. NDC for only a profile, Omon Kama, NPP, to me NDC for. So, what's more all inclusive government? And if I said, you must say, Nana at the time of forbid to say, Yera Edwin Hammer, or forbid to say, former Attorney General, then be a special prosecutor, who says, by. It can also be up to be our MPP, not more than Nakama, my visa. Na munye sa adenti musu se o me incompetent anade
obi a wabebu man na wabo man na se o ba be yi ni yi a ni nipa na oni omu ye adwuma na omu bo man no wasan kofa wo
ba ye wo MPP fu a o ma ma ben
nti no omu results na e kire wa infa
me say ye wo MPP fu a
wo mo nka get governance
e bia president na onimu omu se president nyi obi a na onimu
say president no me sure say enyo omo ani kwani 2 million dey appointment
yeah
in Crawford suggest man it had enter one suggest man
e bia na nkofo no so munim nipa na wo ka no
sir but omunim na ya janto amuni ada
yeah sure
and na obeje to so omo NDC for
omo NDC for no omo NDC for so NDC na eku e wo Ghana nti so omo NDC for no omo beso be yi omo ni that is to their own discretion
and na enye all inclusive governance
all inclusive governance because
no listen maybe first statement I'll make is all inclusive governance
sure or see any no omo NDC for okay not just say one other na okan some onye sure say omo NDC for but also just say me confirm
the question of them on say yesusu say
and men susu sa because one who is a political party member. A political party member is not somebody who speaks in favor of the party.
Okay.
You can speak in favor of a political party, yet you are not a member of that party. A political party member is somebody who has registered to be a member for that party, and for that matter, holds the party's membership card.
Okay.
So if you speak and some of your statement goes in favor of one political party, that doesn't qualify you to be a member of that party. But maybe it is the policies of that party that you think aligns or resonate with what you want as a human being.
Okay, besides some what's now kind so you show your mommy or your electoral commissioner your managing more NDC for yet muka me central in America so MPP what you say one would James also cry NPP card
membership card
yeah me who say the picture be circulate ya wa share MPP atare ni
not na
one
would you Photoshop too
Me bi krada.
Let's say for 4 years.
I know the omo that one is not my area. So I don't care. They mehu and no one dance here. Understand? Okay. No say a photo. You see, just recently say Photoshop here Okine. Say recently na some job to parliament. No mo ya dey to say or share. Ti me omo say dey me hu na me say nipa na oppose this that dey wajimi. You see, when it comes to sebi o ni unyanza. When it comes to sex and men, forget about it. Ukoka bema who has sex, what has that got to do with delivery? You understand? Yes. And you know, the best of Utia say, Nanaya Janto Money, Professor Jampo Numuna, President Mama, I point you on Wakani Hono. Me, where I sit, I have never seen them under NDC programs before. Neither have I seen them wearing any of our attires before. I have never seen them, in fact, holding NDC card or anything related to the NDC. But sometimes when they are speaking, you could confirm, say, and some no more can NDC. And you're NDC for. If you back the NDC, you see, say, I'm more for the baby, you know. So you're going to know, say, Okano crepe. Now, Kasani, I say, support to NDC. That is the style of the governance of Akufo-Addo.
The who say they are no trainer, be bedroom say favor NDC. You also know they all can no say no prayer, but not if favor NDC.
Yeah, that is the person's own discretion. Say still, no matter how Akufo-Addo mismanage our economy, people still come on televisions, independent people, the people who are not affiliated to any political party, they come and they still believe that Akufo-Addo did well. Me to me, I say some no, omo before. Me who said they are independent people, they have their independent minds, and they form part of the floating voters. Do you understand? You see, everybody is political in a way. Yeah. No matter how, no matter where you are, no matter where you sit, you should be political in a way. Even if not for the political party, for the policies. Inti journalist, journalist, meaning said by your ethics. Now can be said, send your mama asha. So bet me the accord anymore. Any a better seen in the previous administration. You didn't compare it to anybody's administration. You have been political, but you are reacting to issues. You are reacting to policies and facts. And it is true what you said. It is true because we have never seen a leader in the Fourth Republic within a period of 1 month. Now finance minister with Johnny. He's running. He's running.
What would and then amount that assurance. Footage is better or say
now say special prosecutor Babeka say finance minister.
Who ordered the special prosecutor? Said Sani Pawe.
The special prosecutor doesn't need order from anybody before he declares somebody wanted. If you don't, I'm telling you today. If you read the modus operandi of the special office of the special prosecutor, he is an investigator. Nanado Dankwan establishes our office with the mentality of fighting corruption. It is sometimes I am a young MPP for support to the URA. Corruption is one of the Nima Amayama we ain't meaning then and conning. In the Abai of a Bob and say, oh, fighting corruption. As I see it, it means supporting. I mean, regardless of our political affiliation, if this person comes and the person wants to tackle corruption, we have to support that. In the establishing office of the special prosecutor, say, Omano, ni working. A friend is parameters, you understand? Office of the special prosecutor, your constitution now no one say to me investigate. Obi to me investigate be one point to declare be wanted. So here will say be in Zimbiano now ma Sani Pano into the police declare say we are wanted. So the office of the special prosecutor and Rana one point say they should work as police, they should work as prosecutors.
When we say office of the special prosecutor or ne attorney general a working hand.
Yes.
Only some working
yes.
hand. Why na e was say on call file bia measure file we are sana say nipa we me prosecuting.
Why also my main can be sure. Me can be article to actual and then you will understand.
Article no law.
Yes.
Under which constitution?
Ghana.
Say your 1992 constitution.
No, I just want to read the introductory statement for the establishment of the office of the special prosecutor, and you know. Don't worry.
Ebusiana just and the studio had my the year pa ne ye hwe ye John Dramani Mahama be say bosome ba ko ene na wotwe mi no mu ani eno betena akonwa so ye hwe na membu ne boss o say 100 days there or say 40 days there the ministers to do adwuma. All right,
now so I'm reading the Office of the Special Prosecutor OSP is a specialized independent anti-corruption agency. Did you hear independent? You see, he doesn't need anybody's approval when it comes to discharging his duties as the officer.
Okay, hold on there. I'll let you read. We are trying to review things for people.
Yeah.
It is an independent body. Let's take the three arms of government. You will never see Office of the Special Prosecutor there. Yeah. Right? So meaning, since it has become independent body, what channel be when the channel finds something difficult, they invite them to come and do the investigation. Yeah. That's what I want you to understand.
Oh, listen.
And that channel is the office of what? The Attorney General.
Let us know.
Yeah, can't go, baby. It's me say you breaky
the whole idea. The whole Matthias was in our term. Man, don't rush. When you rush, you become like an MPP man.
No, I'm not an MPP man.
People, they don't like reading. The first name Yapalano, now Yazi or Munua, but many and most no. These people, they are not.
Let's continue
now.
This.
When we say something is independent,
yes,
all law enforcement agencies should be under the executive arm of government. Do you understand? And then when it comes to law interpretation, the judiciary. When it comes to law making, the parliament, legislature. So, Office of the Special Prosecutor, directly or indirectly, I'll say that it is part of the executive arm of government. This is an initiative of Akufo-Addo to power somebody to fight corruption while the administration of the state is also what? Going on. Akufo-Addo didn't want interference from people when it comes to fighting corruption. That is why he established what is called the Office of the Special Prosecutor. So that office, or the man who is manning the office, has that kind of independent will. If today this guy goes to the Office of the Special Prosecutor to report to you that, look, this guy has committed so and so against the state, the Office of the Special Prosecutor has that constitutional right
to invite you
without consulting anybody. Now, where the Attorney General comes in is after you have been invited, you have been investigated, and you have gone through all the channels. Report will be given to the Attorney General that after effortlessly assessing this guy, I can conclude that indeed, or you confirm finding court, and I say indeed, on your confirm, and I say, baby, you bet me say without going to court, we can you bet me at the corner wide and wafano. Mind you, the Office of the Special Prosecutor has been given that mandate. Say, or who can say, or to me reclaiming corruption proceeds. So you do baby no say baby I do no obet me aginisika or one point to me then edge. So that office is an independent body that doesn't really take control from any person, and that is what has given that guy the audacity to declare the man want. And I don't know why people are even against.
Special prosecutor. Ofuriata said the can so or extend the invitation. Emma Kinofuriata said, Uhiana, Ombra, non to now. And na Kinofuriata are on that invitation now. And I say why extend it, or sorry, Anna, or the information by say, or you wanted, or you fugitive. That's the term we use, or a fugitive. Not just say, or you be a Yashan away then. It's a maybe so. I won't know Ben. So, yeah, extend the invitation to Kinofuriata. And I want
yes.
That Ben.
I just followed the press conference and then after that, but I don't have access to those documents. According to them, they have exchanged communications for some time.
But
to the extent that
that's what
I did to say, the lawyer for actual letter Brenny say, Oyare. But the Ehan say even people say, oh, court, oh, I say more court. And I say, lawyer for, and I say, oh, per se, who seek leave. Ewa court or down the question we area. As so doctor anything more timelines. Say yale ya shawa po mudini ubia obey faith in 6 months. Inti letter if I come court. Now, but they wrote a letter without giving timelines. And that is why the guy said it is either you come by yourself or we will force you into the jurisdiction. You see, I have a brother here, your friend Michael, I said between he has been jailed. He went to court the same day, and that same day they jailed him. What is the difference between Michael and Papa?
Okay, maybe
Kind of Furiata.
What's kind of Furiata? You throw Kata for him.
Yes.
The lawyers.
On understand the lawyers throw Kata office of the special
prosecutor.
Yeah, they were collaborating.
So say all collaborating.
Yes.
And I'll say the home fan. He's out of the country, right? I'm not trying to be a spokesperson for him.
You are not.
But I'm
and you
asking.
can't even be. Because if you be, the argument will change to Furiata topic.
Listen to me. You listen to me. Emma, what you say in the home fan?
Yeah.
You asked Daben and Hubert and Everton. You are ready, and you're sure so be named that chance. It's on my right response say, Unim time obeying, obey fine and Betona. Also say special prosecutor also near America crack. As investigations
you see,
a year they answer Drew baby here now. All friend international one man not what declared the fugitive.
When Akufo-Addo won power in 2016, or say now by no, a 2 supersonic machine. You see, Mama is if you look at the speed at which the new administration, the new Ghana is going, we don't have time.
So it means
we don't have time to do what?
We don't have time to perpetuate or yale those kind of things. No, we don't have time. You know the workload on the office of the special prosecutor.
Listen.
And then when it comes to investigation, so we are investigating. You are not a criminal. You are just a suspect.
The other side, I somehow kind of my name is some question. We say Mahama anytime. It's me because
Mahama, we say Ghana. No Mahama, we say Ghana.
Listen,
we don't have time. I even mentioned Akufo-Addo. I said Ghana. I said the new Mahama's administration.
You said
okay. Administration doesn't have time.
Is it Mahama's administration? And show for Riata and I say,
whose administration is running there?
Are you behind that?
Mahama personally is not behind that.
So
it is the administration. It is the no. Mahama Yariga never apologized because of he being declared wanted, but because of the raid.
So why did he apologize?
I don't know. He apologized. He didn't apologize in my name.
He apologized in the government.
No, you see, at the beginning, people were accusing the office of the special prosecutor that. No, even the MP people themselves that how can my house be raided and then the next day you declare me wanted? So it may be that the attack was from the office of the special. It may be that the attack was from the office of the special prosecutor. But during the press conference, the man made it clear that he has no hand in the raid on kind of Furiata's house. So it was later. It was later that I was watching. I was following parliamentary proceedings. And the later, I say, "Omo parliamentary proceedings." And majority leaders always say, or apologize to the public. Say, "So attack ne call Papa Nisu Ufion. We're finding out the Pakuma na or apologize." Jakpa. NDC.
It's not just NDC for the church.
Listen, on say ye can obi akwataki obi fi obi akoisi mi zane wana investment. Look, when NPP won power in 2016, obi pay obi any because of toilet. People were attacked in traffic. Cars were collected. What didn't we see? Is this thing a new thing? We're a new thing.
Meba.
Say who you be You see when Mama was campaigning,
the whole castle na mema question. O say then I am war with the NDC.
Yeah, what did you
so say you who big that? We have to see more.
You see, to solve a problem, and say what sorry, Mama Winnie and I was. You see, Mama Winnie or a president.
Okay.
But say even in the party, people also have their individual expectations.
Okay. People. Time. The J-cars or traffic. The car here at John Dumelo and MP fire say a J-car. That car na a GM. No crane or mine car me one. But you will be separate or worry. The Arab Empire Board for the NPP or mean Kaidi Papa. He does say I'm
the chairman be whatever.
Into your cogenic car, but later most other boy. Echo Pacho. Not just say the Musu Sunu, Nengan but if you be back as MPP then the Nading and because Carmen General John Milligan, for instance, they mind the car. But if you are afraid of worry and I say we need him or marry what yes, so yes, you're married you're married what in the car. Not just on one personal car. See, I didn't know someone yes, not just a man ye and I'm not to actually
and I make a choice here. And then I make a choice here. Mr. Nieman, I don't want to talk about it. Because look, we have some people, people who have personal banter with people that upon the party assuming power, they also have a way. People were collecting people's cars in the name of Ora. But Ora doesn't have operatives. Ora only operatives say boys be na baby because that man's car you are talking about. Yeah. I heard they said they were sent by the Ora. But no, the chairman of the Ora committee came to say that no, we haven't sent anybody to go and collect somebody's car.
Okay, thank you.
Do you understand? Political after election problems we are Ghana is a different thing that as I say na solve because obi better go be kana mama mpo na to no krampo na onimu and I know onimu
all right you mainly came here no na you didn't come about 1 month na waka say offer
1 month me appointment and you just send appointment ni call you know during the vetting people were misbehaving, people were seriously misbehaving, people were calling people names and all that, but God being so good, I'll say that 70% of his ministers have been appropriately.
Yeah, why did you friend of causing financial loss to the states? In Yera John Dramani Mahama ne administration, ye emnashebe for Achwaba Momu, ye vetting na yacho matum. Wama cause a huge financial loss. Mode band eto wamosono and do 2 days and I'm releasing here. Do you think about Ghanaians?
Okay. I say 2 days now ending. I must release it ban. Even the imposition of the ban crown me, I didn't support it.
Okay, so it was unconstitutional.
I didn't support it. I'm not saying it was unconstitutional. I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot say things constitutional. But I don't know. Are you a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer, but it was.
Anyway, anyhow you see it. Me and Susu say they have to investigate first.
Okay. They have to investigate what?
They have to investigate the incident that
what happened.
Yes. Now you'll be able to identify the actual culprits, and then you subject them to the law appropriately.
All right.
So we are preoccupied. If you say Oma punishment in crime, nipa no cause problem nanga then. So to me, you say if you are nuntina abambagbi yes and say my main train na committee no enye na djuma nwi if the committee is able to establish say nipa 1 nipa 2 nipa 3 omo no mo yes ade na afi he can now proceed to pronounce his punishment on them. But to me, sometimes we the ordinary citizens of Ghana yeah nyama bi won ma ye nhwehan na ye hwe leaders ni say leaders be dem e be take action. The 1992 constitution of Ghana emma yen akwanya say so bi say oman bibi na emfamra kwan so a wo ho kwan say o report to nipa na police na police chim
say or say obi
yes when you destroy a state property
any 1960 constitution
1999 constitution if you read 1992 constitution say who say oman bibia your own kwan say you are a criminal. You understand? We left it in the hands of the parliamentarians, the leadership of parliament, to take a decision that will please us. Meanwhile, utifinu, who are one expectation, unya yanka nipa no example ke achino. And then one can report to a police station said no, nipa 3B. Since the NDC, no report say.
But also in Ghana, the law that addresses causing financial loss to the state primarily outlined the criminal offence code, specifically section 179A of the criminal code 1960 article 29. The law states that any person who buy or destroy any state asset need to face the law that says causing the financial loss to the state, and that person must to face the penalties.
Fine. So somebody must invoke the powers of the law enforcement agencies. Who has done that?
Okay.
Somebody must invoke. Say Susu say ampa nipa na de na oye no or destroy state property. Causing financial loss. Una we yanko ubenya obi aba be report say
na say eno na yura Kingsford Alba Sumana Babin being the speaker of the parliament. or no I can say yen fa suspend and to one.
Only yes, I know. Me who say me to me. Me the way I'm who say or yen in such a way say he's the leader of parliament and to sit down and my boys to do these things, I think I have to punish them. Do you get my point? But one out here as an ordinary citizen, have you been able to invoke the powers of law enforcement agencies, or you are sitting down and you are expecting the NDC people to do that for you before you know that they are serving you well? No. Mama has given freedom to everybody today. Financial really has come and is criticizing. So you owe it as a responsibility.
Because Kingsford, it is banned to almost no council said now you be to invoke. And it's not days Kingsford Assembly, Bagwin Assembly. A honor or no, I invoke it for 2 days, waiting for the president. Say, Bia, or then I know better to say, yeah, well, ministry, the law enforcement.
It has nothing to do with the president. But it has nothing to do with the president.
I'm coming. Me tell me the president as I'm can say, yeah, well, sectors are almost so, and all of them are working under the administrating of what Yera John Ramani Mahama. Yet he automatically be Mr. Sari. Eduma me, Mr. Sari, what the better be anything. So what I say, I am Meduma. But makes me a idea or a handman with only orders, no, a better me ask something. But if you understand the angle that I'm coming from,
you see, with what happened in Parliament in Akasa, we share one only a parliamentarian. And my Shibuja for you before, and Ranama Pamaya to a Biden, a you. You can't just rise up, say because they are misbehaving.
They even have an immunity.
Yes.
Or more maybe a bomb more by law. Yes.
The person may say a communicator and say young before the was saying car. You see, report says
I deal with a course from Mintias. No one share the outcome of it.
But
and by so doing, we are testing our laws to see as to whether the law. You see, now what can be you? Say, Yamrano, I had to say. A bomb. It yen na yama who coins are.
More politicians, I know they are Okine side, I know that because more politicians now are creating that thing.
You creating the same.
How was it? One would draft here. Wait your these politicians now would draft here.
When they young drafting Vincent, wait your these.
Listen,
say I would hear, let me do something. Say I would hear,
one couple, Uncle Ziki for redress. How does a politician come in?
Maybe so. Ubi be and court. One young politician. The over here can say, "What Parliament program an individual could say MPB card would be the say
yes, I was saying then.
And that day the person was taken to the court, was prosecuted and
the
was
same day
jailed that same day, right? But these MPs now or more now, on live TV also what happened. And yes, we also on national television how MPs are from honorable members were misbehaving. Example is Frank Anodon Frey as a G that Fiabe Bo and then in Kekam. How do we misbehaving? Then no person will tell me say because mayor of my back. Now me tiffy, now man so young report to Tino. We should sweep it under the carpet. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, on Timothy. When you see, when you want to leave all the responsibilities on the leaders, they will suffer.
But that's the reason why we voted them into power.
Because to go and be arresting criminals for you.
We didn't say they should arrest criminals. The can I mean say what they are saying?
Okay, maybe say if Ubisa said to arrest the criminals for us, sometimes I will say yes. That's why they have sectors that takes care of that incident.
Listen. Just understand this. Say oye timamuni oye omamba bibia koso wo uma mrana ma ho kwan say unso betimi akọ report.
Okay,
you understand? Emre ma ho kwan ma di president no sa mrana ma unso ho kwan ma di president. See yi sa presidential title ni free one ma ade bia ma ye bia as omamba no unso ho kwan say oye den oye bi obi aye bibi wan hu say obi aye ignore no uti echire unso say nipa na wa ignore no ntinu. Now you are now blaming the person that you feel has ignored the person.
Listen.
And maybe say, have you invoked the powers of any law enforcement agency?
The young person can say
What the wajuma air to be so antisa. You are overloading. Yes, you are overloading somebody with
more politicians.
Yeah.
And yet to make it true. On mine to me now, only ye committee. I shall say,
that win and no one more mujai responsibilities, ma politician. That's why you feel the politician has made the system. Your responsibilities as a citizen, it doesn't end with voting. If you go and check the responsibilities of a citizen, you have the right to protect state properties.
We have the right. They make an measure so
I will pray you to explain. I'll never understand. If you can never leave your oh me, you're not my Panisemi NDC, Panisemi MC, and I'm a DC, I'm Shekuma. Now you try my car. I can decide to go, not to report. So, what I say, oh, it's not say Ashemi. Say me MC, me na wama me tumi say me MC in Intino. Me fanka me how I can leave it. Because me say Sam Rana, my home. I say,
what Juma as MC said, it's never done. Now, what Juma as MC, man, that's to say you are not fit for that.
Go and check the responsibilities of an MC. He says a car will be not reporting.
And aside being MC, you are a citizen.
Yeah, that is what I want you to understand. So, now I look. Listen. My extra responsibilities in our jurisdiction. And you be leaders as a multi yes, and you be a leader to me. And you be a say, I don't know what to mean. To say you're working. And then I say, one can report it. Fine, say one can report it. Leaders no more parliament. Why ne can ne Juma say, oh, your father say, oh, the Bonnie busy be an report.
Citizens.
You understand? We are all citizens. And if you say, oh, you are like Abambagmi action taken or taken in the capacity as a speaker of parliament. Do you get my point? But when it comes to acting as a citizen, so right, also you're then. So if you feel on the level of citizen, Obian to me an active writer, and I say leader being to me an active writer. You also owe the same responsibility to do that and to fill in that gap.
Yeah, wait.
But when you leave it and you expect that the leader should do, look, over expectation brings disappointment.
No, I'm saying in common ye did common about state property. But the example that you are making say, oh yeah, MCU say DC now you are talking about individual being a citizen.
I guess it was an example.
Yes. I want you to set example that will suit the condition and the issues that we are talking about connecting to the states.
Panisemi MC. Yeah, MC. Now, Obiako bubu court never. Na mo promoting na mo hwe say MC you know be papa report it and sani abechi sani pa sani etna one.
Listen, I'm saying the year can me so one timasi.
Look, you see when it comes to you see we are
hey I can 10 minutes to wrap up.
Let me tell you something. Let me no me ma okasa.
Me na be host. Wait. Hire media.
Yeah, this is the office.
Yes. And I go can
light minty as a determined.
We are right. The can right. But the person more share no. Person ya hwe for na hwe na ti ase say enkomo eni ye sign den esuan. Yes ye argument.
No.
Ye fa about. The o can we are right. But the main person want to say as what they say we say citizens no responsibility say for your case. Fine, and a citizen be answer into who mashebe dwani and I say amani na ide tumi e kama nyoni a e dey be MPP from kwa NDC from ba ye nyina where dey tumi na ma on say buoman no na buoman na ade enkoye na me timamini me ko report enti no sebio adwen be na ba otiri mu a wo so wentimi antu ho na mo e betimi abo ama sa we no ayeyi and no me question.
You see anamuntu on say unjaima politician is a undecided man. That is why you are not satisfied with the outcome. I'm to an have they not set a committee to investigate it? You see, you have an expectation.
Yeah.
You are a citizen. Oh, send me a open cardiano. It's a criminal. It's a crime. It's a criminal offense. What do I have to do? Should I go and report? Should I invoke the powers of the Office of the Special Prosecutor? Should I invoke the powers of the court? or should I report them to police? What can I do as a, ask yourself, what can I do as a citizen? Nipa na uja no man no. Ebi awo obedwin say mama report. Obi so bedwin say okay, ene me dem be court street. Obi so bedwin say yentena se ne yenkana yema omuntua na nye nsi hwa. Se meme de ni be mu a you will not be satisfied because that is not what you were expecting. Say yenua we de ni be mu a me no mi nyina yenye satisfied because that is not what we were expecting. So if you have any extraordinary expectation about what happened in parliament, you as a citizen, the constitution enjoins you to invoke the powers of any appropriate law enforcement agency. Say that the way because as a citizen of Ghana mentiasi. E dia na mo na otufa.
When we say mashebidia omo differences standing orders.
Yes.
Omo dey adwuma. Say they say they have set up a committee to investigate. So me am a citizen pass up report na. It still say committee na dey set up say onye dey omo investigating. So that you go see one man.
Enti let us wait for the committee's conclusion.
Okay.
And I know that at the end of the day, decision will be satisfied ubian committee need to be ebeba. So let us not fight over what has happened. If we cannot invoke any law enforcement agency's powers to act the way we want, then we have to leave it for the normal procedure to go on. Because the one can say they are standing orders. Standing orders no e kwan a mo mo say mo befa so dia go around certain issues and no na omo aye no. You understand? Yeah. So you may be dissatisfied, but in the law it is appropriate. Mind you, eso no kre and eso mra, when you go to court yenka no kre ye kamra. Yeah. And nti no bitimi ko ye bone enso be ko mu na court aye na e free no because court no o kamra. Do you get my point? Yeah, sure. So let us live, if we believe in the standing orders of parliament and we believe that parliament is a house that can take its own decisions, and they have taken a decision to form a committee to investigate the causes and the brouhaha that came with the vetting, let us leave the committee to do its work and limit our expectations, and we will be happy. If we over expect, we will be disappointed in the end. Let us continue.
So 1 month near, so then
we have a lot to, you see, I've not even talked about Ora.
Okay, let's go to
Ora is doing a very marvelous work. They are doing a wonderful job. You see, people have a lot of misinformations about Ora. Ora did it car, Ora you see. No, Ora is not. Ora is just like a conveyor belt. When you go to a manufacturing factory, we have something called a conveyor belt. Ora, when they suspect you to have committed a crime or you have acted in a way that does not suit the position of Ghana, they will gather the information around that thing you have done and they will give it to the appropriate law enforcement agencies or any prosecution agency. So ORA can gather information about you and take you to the office of the special prosecutor. So ORA can gather information about you and take you to the attorney general. Okay. ORA can gather information about you and even take you to court straight. Do you get my point? And as we are speaking, ORA has been able to gather about 2,000 and over corruptible issues associated with the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and even
which I can tell you for a fact say imposition because of the identity. Now, my name is
what's it? Maybe some questions. My name can't say
the now ORA when you say a special prosecutor a Jumana Omoye, na say Nyamwa, Ebiane and Hube, a funded Omoye. And this is an EM fit into the special prosecutor and agency said a bear, Ombe Jumabako, and say they have Ura. I see a Jumko, they are scabbing from mine go to whom I come more because of a Juma.
You see, let us, as young people as we are, let us not work with preconceived minds. Say me, I believe in me. You see, we try to weaken our law enforcement agencies with some of our statements. Do you understand? We try even on the office of the special prosecutor and anybody else the club we wanted now. Come and see some of the boys that they are defending. Last time I met one MPP communicator, I said, look at your shirt. You see, somebody has committed financial atrocities to the Republic of Ghana. Today, Ghanaian youth, the fastest way to become frustrated and depressed is to complete university. The day you complete university, they put the gun on you and put you the cap. You have signed an everlasting contract with poverty. You become poor in Ghana. You know it. A lot of people, look, most of the boys walking on the street, you see them dirty. They are university graduates. About anything. How can you spend 58 million to dig a manhole? Do you understand? How can you spend 58 million to dig a manhole? How can you go and buy spare parts, ambulance spare parts, and the money being spent on one car is more than the amount the car was bought?
Okay,
and you tell me this is not a crime.
Now, yes, the Okine in Iron prayer, and then not mobile cases are not previous governments, the work quarter, corruption related, because corruption perceived related cases. I didn't know one attorney general. Secondly, your idea will be said now, at you know, in case Nana make a myself. And the idea we, I'm a court a sentence. It is a moment by a ban. What are you going to do about that?
Don't overload your leaders. Said in Tamaku, that Ben is sentencing April 2024. One and a and then they see Sani Panic and so between about.
And I make a say to me, and it's not Ghana for 12 months. Right? It is then a
fine. For the reason for which she has not come here, I'll be communicated to the state and now to the court now are convicting them. So as a citizen, you have the right to information. If you want to know why Sedinam Samakulu has not come, you can go. You can go to maybe the court to go and ask. I didn't think Papa will all my. But when you sit down, you don't take any action, and you expect that somebody should do that for you.
One hour your party, and now.
Me when it you see, I am a party, but I mean when it comes to corruption, I don't support anybody.
So it's saying, would the infant say, "You are relaxing"? Who won't support corruption? Would they also say, "When you call NDC, what and yet not say the GSC say ye chief said in Antamopla to Modena also say,
"Oh, I am separating political party in free government." Political party.
It is the party that bears the government.
Yes. Right? So as soon as government is formed, political party goes back.
You can't tell me that because you are all involved. They want the canic because
you see, you have a preconceived mind, and you need to be baptized by me. No. And you need to be baptized by me and join a branch, and I will be teaching you the politics, and you will become a very good politician. You have a preconceived idea. You see, when you overload your leaders in your mind, you will be disappointed.
So now, question is that you tell me what you
who follows that case me.
Me say, wo per se wa by any found. That's
Tamaklo issue.
Yes.
Me, I don't know.
You don't know.
You see, when it comes to court issues, it will be in fasciacura and ex fasciacura. Say a court in the premise inside one. We be nate yamra, judge no one who can say or contempt contempt. And even outside the court, see a TIA can say a deal or so we can't be any court, Mlan Punya, court one can say anything. And to make us say, we need the reason why watch a war.
When Remnant has some man, but we said now, ye dear, we a 10.
And I'm saying, why are Bressona ye booze at him? I didn't think on my
and I'm saying, then I was
were you able to ask Nana Danko Kufu the same question? Then wait, Mama's government is only 1 month. He has appointed an attorney general who I believe he's doing a wonderful work. People are trying to tag him as being a clearing agent, but I can state it emphatically, he is not a clearing agent. Why? Case to say,
why are you saying that?
Say Omo can say you're a clearing agent because what dropping case be against some people.
No, people are watching us.
Yes.
It will say Ghana forecast and they on yet to educate us.
Almost say what dropping cases be against some people. When you Ghana for me brother crack. Say what dropping cases be against certain people. You see, when we go to court, medical catch them say your court, your camera, and you no credit. Look, Collins Dowda issue, almost say a buyer man $200 million to build 5,000.
Almost say by Antisana.
Let me. That is what is in the information. Okay. Once any man may no be near me won't quite say make us almost say. Almost say a buyer man $200 million to build some 5,000 housing units, affordable housing. Now almost 1,005 per. Entinu, according financial laws to the state, and I say, well, misappropriating public funds. Fine. So, what they court? Now, I could state 200 million. Now, you say, Sika, the actual money the person received, 198 million. You have overstated the money in your court. Who say court beat me to South case naturally? As young journalists, when you hear something, follow.
Listen.
Court
to
so send me a lawyer. Send me a lawyer. Me na me a lawyer man. Na ye di asema to so. Asem na ye di ato so no. O say asem ni say ya ma $200 million. Do you understand? Okay, let me be Godfrey with the whole court. Ghana amount $198 million to execute a project. But in actual fact, me, Godfrey Dami, I'm claiming say state in amount 200 million. Say me do court, judge beat me I can say me but no matter how no crescent court because of the figure that
oh make me patch me bad me
misrepresentation
article
there be any article look you are a lawyer somebody comes to you yeah the 200 million asema to me so but millions of shame I didn't put any 200 million 198 million it is that say corner san call case ni for na me call court you do that one point when you are you see and when you are an attorney general before say na dey assemble court make sure say assemble na dey come unim say o dey kwa e say o ye den o win that is one thing. Oh yeah, attorney general now you're competent enough. Going to court is expensive. Don't go and do 50-50 job there. Maybe so. Obi is honorable Johnson Siama. What is his case? The whole thing started from the mobile money interpretability. When somebody wanted to give the contract that has been concluded to another company, and he stood in for the people of Ghana. Today he is being crucified. Look, looking at the speed
in your own capacity,
yeah,
as Samuel Okine,
yes.
Person say assistant. Now the question is, fine, the Okine and granted said the Okine and that's how it is. I didn't think I young train man. Court in India assembly. Now court gas some of the buy so be any.
Look,
now you will say
at the time of Godfrey Dami, listening to the press conferences of the newly elected, selected attorney general, the prosecutors of that matter, the prosecutors for the state, wrote a memo to Godfrey Dami to drop that case because it was not evidential. In case needing evidence. You see, you have to
produce that memo.
I cannot produce that memo. You see,
I
don't have it. But in the press conference, I even said it in the press conference. The videos are out there. Yeah, he said it. He said the prosecutors wrote. Yes, he said he didn't show. But I don't think in the capacity of the as an attorney general, he can just tell us. Do you understand?
All right. So
people they try to capitalize on petty issues and wash you people. But I want to tell you that NDC is the good way to go. NDC is the best political party in Ghana and West Africa and in the world.
Mr. Samuel, thank you. Now, my last thing I want us to talk about. Maybe sound I will swear there, but me you can never swear when I'm on the show about your governor to the Bank of Ghana. Say our case, Papa, we so case. Which case, you know, say which he declared is the bank case. The case.
I don't even know. They said it's a breach of public trust.
Exactly. And then the court criminal issues, right? And he said, me being a citizen, if I have a criminal issue. And I say criminal case against the state. State ni mama kwai say meba be ye state work. State job opportunity be anywhere ye beti me mama ba ye. It is such person and then ye man opportunity again to Bank of Ghana.
Anya no kre. They kind of boy.
Don't allow NPP people. We are talking
don't allow NPP people to.
And you know this party.
They are liars.
Maybe it's our first one. And I was
they are not. Most of their people are not.
Prove me wrong.
You see.
Prove me wrong.
The mere fact that you have a criminal case in court doesn't make you a criminal until the court determines otherwise. Say, oh, you're the chrono too, so. Now, what's a more court? You are not a criminal. With me, who the office be until the court determines, say, oh, you're a criminal.
Okay.
Now, when you are being convicted by court, you are now a criminal. You cease from holding a public office. Okay. So for now, even if the case is still pending at the court, so far as a court ain't deciding here, mremunu or who can say utimiji appointment. Say very nice when you mind you, the case is not connected to he being the governor of Bank of Ghana. It's a different thing. And the case Nipofa, he being the governor of Bank of Ghana, who they are. And I bet like I said, you bet you are setting aside answer. But this case has nothing to do with.
It has because deputy governor. No, the deputy first. No, a first deputy. And administration man banks.
When you commit, don't bring banking issue here.
They say yes, and listen.
Why say?
No, men can say don't bring that back. That's the case. The case of court, they say and
look,
and a banks.
I mean, listen. Let me tell you. Banking sector. It happened around 2017. When MPP won power, they brought a budget. They called that budget as Asempa budget. In that budget, they introduced the collapse of some of the banks. That some of the banks are not in good shape. So they are good. So where does the CMA come in there? You prepare your budget and you decide that let me do away with these banks. You collapse those banks. And today you say it is Johnson CMA.
It is because Johnson CMA na abide this because so on farmer those banks, right? No one find share with man who to pass the bed and collapse. But and you should reach say allegedly, can say allegedly. So that's can on other banks no HS can allegedly HS can
as I'm now wow.
And I just
you hear what you are saying. Not the post for Bank of Ghana.
No, first deputy.
Company bank and a first deputy general issues come.
And I make sure say anything I make us say
we don't have to
defend.
Or see you discover and say on farmer bank.
Sure. And he was in charge of
oh, you say so issue not just on
deputy right?
In the case of Siama, I didn't know Muntimi state say, Yama 2 million, Yama 3 million, if I say Untimi, one misappropriative fund. The Criminal Offences Act, Section 179, was this all misappropriative public fund? Run bet me take you on. It is a money or misappropriative public fund. Why don't you take it on?
Because I buy any case.
I buy any case, yes.
Right, okay.
The state doesn't have any case.
Thank you very much.
He's my boss. Honorable Johnson, I beat you. I beat you. You
are your boss.
Oh no, I like him. He's a competent guy. I mean, he can do a marvelous work.
But
trying.
This is a prophecy.
He has been there for more than 20 years.
Sure.
And he has the experience.
Oh
yeah. Oh, he has been there. It is not like somebody who said he has been there. He knows the money is there. And when you want to meet me again, bring an MPP person.
Right. Don't worry. The next time
the Mohammed's achievement I didn't even finish. This so many poti. So many poti. So many poti.
All right. So many. So many.
So na mudi galam say sir.
What dia be mene
now obi o ya galam say na so ase na obi koye protester. Was it matching?
What the
that's attorney general abe president of
Joyce when your birthday happy birthday Joyce na me wish you not to birthday and check say come live with us for over the Church of Pentecost the church na me as a worker me name no
which about me the incompetent guy. The guy who has collapsed our economy. Mama is doing it. You relax. You fail.
All right.
You see, I've been saying, say, Ofifia, Akasanuma Uma, Ayakasa Hunya. So no wonder. I was saying, I was say, I want to show her and need to be seen by the needing Mono. Okay, they would do because Miss Anata and Wuchi.
Michia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Okay.
Wayabie nipa be yibi wabe $5 they are called 50 CD was a we class digitalization nso nyame adom akọ create ghost names nyame adom mama ni team no omo ehu is a national service secretariat na ye national service omo ntumi ntua e kapo yim sa na omo wo additional names bi omo de kan na sika no kọ ma bi botomu ni nkofo bi botomu ghost names it is a digitalization no ye adwuma oh me chia the digitalization should have been able to eliminate that when me anye that free SHS ni so no you see ghost names be about 2 million. It na no can say 5 million beneficiaries. Honorable Baumia what the bro? Why nyade? You go down in history as the worst vice president Ghana has ever had.
Ebusia meda wase say okoso share I Nana Dwe TV na bibia so etime ekoye my ride on the I morning show and there ha and I'm brebe mama kwan na me de wasi what team ni na nkan obomode ete me nua bema na nakwesi enkan e wa me din ekofi asare na me de wasi bye bye.